We've been talking about a lot of things, but more than anything, we've been talking about you. We've been talking about you and a decision that you have to make. And the decision is, am I going to be there for me? Am I going to be there to start my life moving forward towards that $1 million mark? Am I changing my life? And the thing that I always think about when I'm looking at changing my life, and we talked about that earlier, you heard me talk about some changes that I made in my life. And the reality is it started with a decision. And okay, I was kind of under the gun. It was like either change or die, a little extreme, but I learned one thing. You have to move towards extreme to make change. You have to go to that place that it's the bitter end or accept something new. I like to think of it as spiritual help. I think of spirituality, emotion, energy, they're all the same thing. They're movement forward. They're doing something different. And it takes a surrender. This idea of I'm not going to keep trying to do it my own way. But the funny thing is about 1 minute after people make that decision, their head starts talking to them again. We start taking our own bad advice, don't we? Isn't that right? Isn't that right? We go, okay, I'm going to do something different now. And then we go, maybe tomorrow. There's a good TV show on right now. It's cold outside. I don't want to go. In Sacramento. It's not that cold there, unless you're near Truckee. So, we always make the decision, but then we start to let it go. We start to get complacent. We start to back up and we start listening to our head instead of moving forward. How many times have you made a decision and then realized like 3 or 4 days later that you forgot to actually do what you decided to do? So in about 2 weeks, I'm coming up on a very special day for me. I shared that I got sober in 1995. Well, in 2 weeks, it'll be 26 years. And I say that not because I'm bragging or not because I'm special, but because I was able to do something that I never had been able to do before. And that is stick to something. It was the first thing I stuck to. The first thing that I stuck to. And it was basically because I had the choice to die or to change. And I've taken that idea of dying or changing, because the fact of the matter is every day that I was in that lifestyle, a little piece of me died every day. Just a little bit, and a little bit more. Some days a lot more, but as I went, I just had this quiet desperation. It was this idea, this feeling of, I know that there's something more and I can't have it. It was like sitting there going, I want a picture, but I don't want to pay for that. It was like, I want to make the changes, I want to get the property, but I don't want to give something up. And so we're always struggling with this thing of, I want to move forward. I want that change. And I don't know how to let myself have it. I don't know how to allow it. But I tell myself I'm going to do it tomorrow, that way I feel better. How many people have ever noticed themselves doing that? Right? You notice that I'm going to make the change, and that hope for a better tomorrow keeps us going in that quiet desperation, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It keeps us going. We know that hopefully tomorrow we're going to do something different, but then we just continue. Day after day, month after month, year after year. We just live that same lifestyle.